About 6 years ago, I installed this underground irrigation system here at my property. So I've got 3 total valves. I've got obviously my water faucet right here, and I had to dig really deep because the water line that goes into the house is like 3 feet down in the ground. So what was the problem is this house was built like in the 50s, and when it was built in the 50s, there used to be these like shut-off valves that had like basically a piece of rebar that stuck up out of the ground, but it was buried in the ground. And in order for me to install this irrigation system, I had to figure out how to get to the main line. So I had to dig all the way down there and ended up cutting the pipe and whatnot, and then soldering in, new copper tubing, and then making a T and a shut-off also for the water faucet. And then also a shut-off directly to the sprinklers. So I've got 3 valves, like I had mentioned. I've got that valve, this valve, and then I got another one. This one I actually added even later because I decided two zones wasn't enough. I needed a third, so I ended up adding a third zone at a later time. Well, I had a problem here, and it's been a problem for a while. My valve right here, the one that looks nicest and newest, was leaking water. And where it was leaking water from is this little valve, this little tiny itty bitty screw. But the point of this video is to show you, this is the valve I bought that I originally installed. I bought this at Home Depot. I think I bought it for like less than 20 bucks. And they're a jar top valve. Very simple to fix. Well, you can hire a plumber and have him dig all this out and fix the thing where it was leaking at, or you could do what I did, and I'll show you what I did. So here's what I did. This is the base of the brand new one, and this is the jar top. So the jar top, I don't know if I can do this while holding the phone. I'll try my best. I might have to prop the phone up. Hang on. We're gonna have to prop the phone up so you guys can see. Lean it against this box. Hopefully it'll stay standing. Or not. I'll lean it against the water hose. So what I had to do was you just twist the top off of it. It's super simple. And the part, like I say, that was leaking, the spring just popped out of there. The part that was leaking was this little tiny black screw. That. And all that is I don't know what it is exactly, but if you open it, you can kind of manually activate the zone directly here at the valve, or you can go inside to the house and hit manual on the sprinkler timer and turn it on yourself. So I pulled it apart, and all I did was, here's the top, it's the solenoid, the lid, there's a spring in there, then you got your diaphragm right here. Your diaphragm's just piece of plastic, and then you got this plastic ring on the inside. That's all I replaced. I just swapped over this ring, swapped over the diaphragm, swapped over the spring, swapped over the top and the solenoid, and then also the screw cap. Sorry, I'm in a little trouble with this, put it back in there. And I just reattached it to the one that was in the ground. It literally took me about 5 minutes. Obviously I had to cut the wire, here that goes for the actual zone, and the other wire that was for the common wire. It doesn't really matter which one I cut, and reconnected, because that's just the way these sprinkler valves are designed. But it was a really simple fix, and I'm no longer leaking any water in there. So if you guys want to repair one of these on your own without hiring somebody and paying a lot of money, go spend yourself 15 bucks if you got the same valve setup I do, and that's how you can do it. You can actually also just buy the diaphragm itself and maybe even fix it that way. I chose to just spend a little extra.